Welcome to the WebRocketX Reload Page Attribute Demo. This is the sign-in page. The sign-in page I usually recommend is just a full page, a classic full page refresh, and the reason for that is that most servlet containers by default have a form authentication, and that form authentication expects a full page, so it's easy to do. And then you just simply jump into your single page application once your authentication is complete. This also works works along well with single sign-on applications like SiteMinder and other apps like that, because the full page refresh sign-in page is also their paradigm. So once again, you just jump into your single page app after authentication. So to demonstrate the reload attribute, we'll first go and search for a patient in our little immunization application here. Notice that this is a nice fancy looking application. I used a bootstrap template and quite a nice looking one just to demo that that kind of thing's possible. And then really WebRocketX has nothing to do with your HTML or your CSS. You can make the app as fancy or as simple as you want. And the beauty of the WebRocketX is that this sidebar and this header and those things, they don't need to be refreshed. We can just refresh this center pane or this right little pane or this little pane here, whatever we want. And that way we're just pulling in just a much smaller subset of HTML on each call. It makes the whole app faster. It makes your code simpler, and it makes everything happen in like smaller pieces and simpler logic. So let's go ahead and do the find patient flow. I'm going to go ahead and find a patient. First initial, birthday. Look them up. There's our search results. Notice how snappy that was, because we pulled in just this little bit of layout right here in the middle, just this result. We're going to click on this patient. There he is. Let's go ahead and change his name to Tommy instead of Thomas. We'll save him. You can see that our save was complete because our little cancel save button went away here. I'm just going to hit the back button. And notice that this is not a stale view. His name is Tommy. It's no longer Thomas. And how complicated was this? How difficult was this to do? Well, with WebRocketX, it's really super easy, because the capsule that first delivered this search results was marked with a reload attribute, and so everything's automatic. The developer doesn't have to do really anything. So let's look at the capsule that delivered this. Remember, this is all just templating. It doesn't have to actually be this complicated. It's just a div with attributes in it. But here's your reload page attribute right here. It's set equal to true, and that made that happen automatically. In other videos, I'm going to have so we're going to go through the code behind this little app, and so you can see how simple it is.